welcome you on behalf of Kishore Batayon, and as you know, it's HSC first paper English class, and today we will discuss a topic that is very easy for some students, but for some students not that much easy. So not making further delay, let me first know that am I audible? Can you hear me properly and see me properly so that I can start my class? Actually, it's very important because if there is any problem, I may short it before starting the class. Good morning, Fatima Tuli, Amit Shadhu, yes. Welcome in my class. Atik Shahryar, Walaikum Assalam. Tripiti, Namaskar. Rupa, Namaskar, welcome. So let me know that is everything okay or not. I hope today is everything okay. But no one is responding. Please respond that is everything okay or not. Today we will discuss without clue. As you know, the question is from HSC first paper. Before starting, please let me know in comment that am I audible? Can you hear me properly or not? Please let me know in comment that can you hear me? আমাকে কি তোমরা শুনতে পাচ্ছ? যদি শুনতে পাও ঠিকমতো তাহলে একটু কমেন্ট করে জানিয়ে দাও, সেটা আমার জন্য ভালো হবে, তোমাদের জন্য বেটার হবে, আমি আমার ক্লাসটা স্টার্ট করে দিতে পারবো। ওকে, হোয়াট ইজ ওকে, লেট মি নো ইন ডিটেলস। ইউ ক্যান, হোয়াট ইউ ক্যান। ওকে ওকে, রাজেশ দাস, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ, ইউ হ্যাভ মেনশনড এভরিথিং ইজ ওকে। সো লেটস স্টার্ট টুডেজ ক্লাস. Islam Razib, you are asking me voice and screen are okay, and there is the interrogation marks. I think you are doing well by the grace of Allah. Actually, today I will discuss a very common topic, that is without clue. You know, it's not HSC first paper that we actually face HSC that without clue, because without clue is something that is given to you for many questions, because it's your vocabulary test, it's your grammar test, it's your IQ test, and it's actually something that is very tricky. At first you have to guess what can be the word, then you have to put the word in a right form, in a right manner, with correct spelling. So this is not that much easy if you are not good in grammar, vocabulary, and so. But today I will not make it harder. Today I will make it very easier. I will discuss a question today, and I will discuss how you can solve the question if you are just a beginner, and if you are advanced level, you can also understand that there is a tricky way to understand how to solve without clue. For you, let me read the question first. Fill in the blanks with appropriate word in each gap. What is it? There is gap, and you have to actually fill the gap with appropriate word. So what is this word actually? You have to use a word, not words. So it's very clear, you have to use what? Single word. Next word, you have to guess what kind of word the gap will be filled with, and it will be appropriate. That means it can't be just like that, not appropriate. It will have to a good meaning, have to a good connection, and it has to complete the meaning sometime with the full sentence. So what will I do today? Today I will explain some clue, and at the very end I will explain the rules that is used for without clue. So let's start. Before starting explaining the class, let me see who have joined. Okay, there are so many students have joined. Akash Shaha, Shohid, Static Bello, Jobaida Khanum. Okay, would you do me a favor? Would you share the class? I am sharing mine, and if you are there, you can share the class. Today's class will be a bigger one and very important one. So if you want to have any classmate here who is not now, you can actually bring her or bring him here by sharing it. So let's not waste time, just start the class, and before starting you can share it. So let's start. I have done mine. I think you have also got your friends here, so you are not sharing, or you may share it by the time. Here what is written or what is stated: I was 10 years old. My grandmother sat on the string bed dash the mango tree. What is actually given? Some informations. Okay, some information is given very clearly. I was 10 years old. It's complete. My grandmother sat on the string bed. It's completely stated that my grandmother was what? Sitting, somehow sat past tense on the string bed, but it is not clear the mango tree. Where is the mango tree, or what is the relation between the mango tree? You can guess it, that there is a mango tree and there is the person's grandmother. The grandmother was sitting, so what can be the position of the mango tree? Obviously the mango tree will be over the head of the grandmother. So it's like that. I was 10 years old. My grandmother sat on the string bed, the mango tree. The relation between the sitting grandmother and the mango tree, and you can understand here we have to put preposition. Why? Because the bed is noun, the mango tree is also noun, and there is actually something that we have to put to connect two nouns. You know that to make a connection between two nouns, we can use conjunctions and prepositions, and it's not okay here for conjunction. So we have to create a particular relation, and that has to be done by preposition. So what is the actual preposition that can be? Yes, you can write in comments so that I can have it after finishing the class, that who was very intelligent and has written the answer before even telling mine answer. So it's under. So how can you understand that the relation between the position of the mango tree and the position of the bed is just up and down, and the relation is under. So like this, you have some clue given and some clue missing, and you have to guess the meaning. So what we actually can do, you can just see what is the relation that is not given there, and we have to make the relation clear by giving the answer. This is the thing actually without clue are asked to. You are given without clue, and you have to do what? You have to make clear relation within the sentence. So let's see next question. It was late summer. There were sunflowers in the garden and a dash wind in the trees. Let's see first B. First one. It was late summer. What is it? Late summer. There were sunflowers in the garden. What can be the relation, or what can be the connection between the two parts of the same sentence? It was late summer, so it was summer, and there were sunflowers in the garden. So these are like same kind of information. Summer was there, sunflowers were there. So we can connect it by adding conjunction like and. So we can say it was late summer and there were sunflowers in the garden. But can we use any other conjunction here? Guess it and let me know in comment that can we use any other conjunction? Actually, I'm giving some clue. Whenever there is this type of things that connection is just adding, we can add and. We can also add some other conjunction like cause and result. Maybe it is summer, the result is sunflower. It's obvious that in summer sunflowers are seen. So what can be the answer? Okay, there were students who give me the correct answer. Afrin Tania, thank you very much. The answer is beside the mango tree. Yes, it can also be a correct answer. Beside can be there, that beside the mango tree. Obviously, behind the mango tree, it can also be true. But why I use under? Because you know this passage is taken from your textbook and there under is used. So I used under. But if you try to connect this two part with just any other preposition, it's completely fine. That's the beauty of any without clue. That if you make clear the meaning, that's fine. Meaning, grammatical context, and obviously spelling. These three things are important in without clue. Okay, properly, ma'am. What's it? So I'm just searching for question number B. Sadia Rahman is correct. And what can be else? By. What is the answer of by, Muhammad Yusuf? It's not clear. Whenever you give answer, try to write the number. See, and if you don't mention the number, it's hard for me to understand which one are you trying to answer. Okay, Muhammad Mujibur Rahman, welcome that you are from Dhaka. Okay, Akasha, you are cordially welcomed. You are just sharing it. And so try. Those who have shared this class, I really like you. I'm really grateful to you. Let's see what can be else. Whenever the two informations are adding, we can use and. Obviously, we can use and. What else can we use? It can be if result and cause and result, we can use as or so. If we can have to put any conjunction before the reason, we can add as, or after the reason, then we have to use so. So as it is after the reason, just like this, we can use so, but it's most obvious if you just use add. So what can be the answer? This is actually and or so. So it was just the first part. So let's see the next part. This was the next part. What was it? There were sunflowers in the garden and a dash wind in the trees. Let's see what kind of wind. You can see it's summer and it's wind. So you can guess the type of wind. What is actually here? An article, another noun. So whenever you get an article and a noun, you can do just one thing. You have to put an adjective or what is called modifier within them, because it's article, noun, and it's preposition. You can understand that preposition is connected another noun, article, noun. So it's like that. If there is just one article, there will be just one word. That word will be noun. But if there is two words, article, noun, adjective. So what kind of wind? We have to use modifier. Summer is very warm type of weather. So the adjective form of warm is warm. So we will use a warm wind. It's actually just stated before the sentences words. You can understand that without clue is not mentioned in the gap or after the word, but some clues are given there. So if you just read the full passage, you search and you think, you will understand that this is very easy to understand without clue. Okay, my grandmother was just gap a woolen scarf for the winter month. What is it? Here you have to understand, my grandmother was a woolen scarf. Here you can understand the grandmother was doing something. Woolen scarf is not grandmother. Let me explain it. That grandmother is subject here and the information given is woolen scarf, cannot be the grandmother itself. So grandmother was doing something with the woolen scarf, that is not mentioned. So what can the woolen scarf, what can be done with the woolen scarf? What is the activity? The grandmother obviously can knit the woolen scarf, but it is mentioned that it was, so we have to use continuous tense. You are correct. My grandmother was knitting woolen scarf for the winter months. So what we actually do, we search what is missing, because here's something you have to put in mind. First, that the action verb is missing, and the subject and the information is not actually just information, it's action based information. First, second, you have to see that grandmother was knitting. It was not that grandmother was being knitted, that means passive, not that, it's active. So we just use was, and past continuous tense is active form. Another thing, she dash very old. Here see, the full verb is missing. She very old, dressed in blah blah blah, each and everything, but what actually she is, was, will be. Obviously, you know, it was what we actually had was. So if we just pay attention to the given sentence and the sentence before also, full passage has to be read. If you read the full passage and pay full attention to the passage, you can understand it very easily. So it will be, she was very old. Obviously, she was very old. Then dressed in a plain sari. Just watch it, a plain sari. In my just few slides back, I told you if there is article, noun, then you have to use adjective. But sometimes it's there that you have to use more modifier just to complete the phrase. A plain sari. So we have to think what kind of sari. Grandmother was old, so obviously he will use, or he may have used, some pale kind of sari, some off-white, white, colorless. This thing can be given, but we know that we have to use one word. So what we can use, that a plain white sari, or anything else you can think, you can just write. I know there are so many options for without clue, so don't hesitate, just write in comment. After class I will check it, and if there is right answer in your comment, I will give a love, and if it's not right, I will just write the correct one, nothing else. I will not say you are wrong and this and that, I will just correct one. So let's try in comment. So next one, her eyes were not very strong. Here you can see her eyes were not very what? Her eyes were not very strong, but her fingers moved quickly with the. Here just see, her eyes, this is the subject, were not what? Very strong. That means this is actually just stating that her eyes were not what? Very strong. But when it is here, we can see that every information is given. So if I have to add something more, that if you have subject and if you have information given and the meaning is complete, and even then you have given a gap, what will you do? You have to add modifier, because modifier is something can be added everywhere. So what kind of modifier will you add? Remember it, this is golden tip. You will just add adverbial of time. That means her eyes were not very strong now or then. That means you know that everything is clearly told. So we can mention the time, that oh, her eyes were not very strong now or then. Here I have used now, you can also use then. But her fingers moved quickly, and it is actually mentioned that her eyes and very strong, and now it's modifier. Here her fingers, just like that, moved, it's verb. So quickly is usually used as modifier, mentioning the way, that how it moved quickly. But as it is not action verb, we have to use time, that now then. This is the beauty, you have to remember that there is verb, then we can use motion or way, and if it's not verb, then we can use time for modifier. Next one, but her fingers moved quickly with the. Let's see the. actually the and, it's easily that here we have to use noun, and is connected with the needless, so you can understand needless. So let's read the line again. But her fingers moved quickly with the, and the needless kept clicking all afternoon. Think that her eyes are not very well now, but his fingers moved quickly. How? Endlessly, needlessly. As it is needless, we will put here endless. Can you understand this one? How we just guess? When we just think that something is being done, though it's not very easy for the person, but it's going, it's actually a habit, then we say it's needless. It's actually it's wrong, I think. You have to write here that it's endless. Dash had white hair. Here something is missing. What is missing? The missing is subject. The subject is, you can understand, who had white hair. I will not mention it here before your comment. Let me see it comment that can you guess it or not? There were so many right answers. I'm really happy. Okay, B number for this reason. Muhammad Hanan, pay attention that this question is actually single word. That's why I used the question at the beginning. Maybe you missed that one. Muhammad Sifat bin Sabir, you also did it as well as. We cannot use all these things because these are actually combination of words, but here the clue is just single worded. You cannot use more than one word, so it will be okay. There were further answer. Knitting, Saurabh Sarkar, you are correct that knitting, weaving, correct. Fatima Tuli, making and sewing, correct. So there are so many answers. G was enough. Enough can be strong enough. Okay, eyes were not very strong enough. It's also be given. Enough is correct. So now worm. Okay, so many correct answers. It's white worm. Endless. I am happy that Amit Shadu, you write the correct answer. Endless. Now I am giving you actually care because really I am happy that you are doing it. She, some of you have mentioned that she had white hair. Yeah, you can write it, she had white hair, but as you are HSC student, you know there is a question in your question paper, that is pronoun. You cannot mention a pronoun if the noun is not mentioned just before it, but grandmother is not mentioned just before the line. Before the line it was she, so finally it's the line, that's the final line. So instead of she, it is better you use grandmother, but if you use she, it's completely fine, but try to use grandmother because it is the final line. She had white hair, fine. Grandmother had white hair, fine, but there were very wrinkles. Last one, let me know in last one what is the answer. Few wrinkles, very few wrinkles. So what were the rules we actually used? These are the rules. Try to understand what is missing. This is the golden rule. If you have to answer any without clue, please think what is missing, because if anything is missing, you have to complete the missing thing because it's important. You have to complete the missing thing because you have to complete the meaning first, then add furthermore additional information. So if you have to search what we have to search or how we can start our search, you can search first the verb. Think that if the verb is given, it's complete. Just like she was knitting, she was given but knitting was not there, so verb, then look for subject, then search if the subject is okay and the noun is okay, the noun form is given, everything is complete, because sometimes noun phrases are used and then some word is given but some word missing. So think that okay, subject is okay. Then if there is gap after article and nothing, the answer must be noun. That means I told you that if there is an article and there is only one word, you can have use noun. If nothing is missing, add modifier. This is actually the thing. If nothing is missing, you have to use modifier. Try to guess the word in circumstances. This is the actual thing. You have to try the word, guess the word. You cannot just say, oh, I cannot understand what can be the answer. So try to guess the meaning or guess the word in circumstances of the passage. So what you have to do, read the full passage properly. If it is okay with you, you may just read the full passage twice before starting question number A. Never try to answer A, B, C and just reading. No, not is that be enough for you. Don't do that. Just read the full passage and then what you will do, try to answer, try to guess in circumstances. This is actually without clue, and I think you can understand how to answer the without clue in circumstances. I think in my class I have tried to make you clear that how a question of without clue can be answered. If there was some mistake, I apologize for that, because actually today I'm a bit sick, so it was very hurry to make the presentation. I think in my next class I will have another topic and you may enjoy it. So if you have any question, you can write in comment and let me know in comment box. I can handle it. I think we have some minutes left, so we can think or we can see if you have any question. One more thing, my Facebook ID is given there. If you have any question or any further problem, you can mention that in my message. You can write in my ID. Even you can write it here that you wanna have another class with which topic or what can be your desire. So it's like that. Sound is not okay, as you told. Sorry for that. Actually I'm feeling a bit low, that's why sound is going down. I wish next class will be better one. Okay, so Muhammad Zafar, you want the meaning of the sentences? That's actually like this. Do you know want the meaning in Bangla? Actually it was like that one person, if you are very aware of your HSC first paper textbook, there is a story, that's a story of a photograph. You know the story, I think, the photograph that a very small boy was playing in the garden or playing in the field, just came after playing and saw that a box is there and the box is filled with some old stuff. You know, when we were very young, some stuff is there, we try to see, oh, what is there, and try to just find if there is something of my interest. And that is like, and it was told that I was 10 years old. The person is very small, 10 years old, and now the person is big enough, and he is telling that my grandmother sat on the string board. And then at that time his grandmother was sitting on a bed. I used under the mango tree, under a mango tree, and it was late summer. The weather was late summer. There were sunflowers. Flowers were there in the garden, and the weather was not damp. It was with wind, and the wind was warm kind of wind. And actually my grandmother was knitting the woolen scarf. That means woolen scarf was being made by grandmother. She was working on the scarf, and now the person is describing grandmother. She was very old, dressed in plain white sari. Her eyes were not very strong then or strong enough, but her fingers moved quickly with the, that means it is a description of the old grandmother, that she was very old, dressed in plain, what kind of dress she was wearing, and obviously her fingers were just working, and it was endless, needless. And last one, she had white hair, but there were very few wrinkles on her. That means this is actually description. This is the beginning of the story. There is a story after it. So I think I have tried to answer your meaning in English, and if you want it Bangla, then you have to see it in my next class. In my ID I will take a class that will be added with Bangla. Here I will not do that. So I think it's enough. We have running out of time, so let's take a goodbye. Have a good time. Try to write some answer of another questions, and if you have any problem, you can let me know that. I will try to solve that. By the time, please pray for me and pray for everyone, so that we can be safe and we can be happy. Have a nice time.